35192, you want to text me. Mary should go on Facebook Live for the next Browns game and just mute the television and call the game.
All right, I'm home.
Something to do.
I'll do it. Mm-hmm. The only problem is I have to do it at someone else's house because I don't have TV.
I have a TV.
Okay.
You don't have a TV?
I have a TV, but I don't have...
It's not hooked up to anything.
I don't have any channels.
Oh, I think there's a thing going on this Sunday at 4, though.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe another day.
Either way, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I don't... what do you got to just get, like, rabbit ears? My mom got me some weird little thing that she plugged into my TV, but I don't know what it does.
I mean, there are, like, wall antennas that you can get. It's like this flat black thing that's just an antenna.
You just get a 358, 19, right?
I think you get the sub-channels, too, so you get a hell of a lot more than you used to.
Oh, okay.
With an over-the-air antenna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those if you want it.
I'll do that. I'll just sit there and... I feel like I know enough that it would be coherent and you would get the information that you need.
Well, and I mean, anyone who was watching you do that would just be doing it for that experience.
Right.
They weren't going, oh my God, I'm late on the game. What's going on? Oh, Mary's calling it.
Right.
I'll catch up this way.
Gotta tune in.
This is how I'm going to do it.
Santora shouts.
That's right.
That's what it is.
Oh, there is something going on Sunday, isn't there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, and Monday there's something going on as well. It will be our last live show of 2019, and it is also the Alan Cox Show 10th anniversary special. I will probably air the very first segment of my very first show at WMMS that day, when Chocolate Charlie was my co-host. We're going to be live at Slim and Chubby's in Strongsville, starting at 2 o'clock. We'll have guests, we'll have gifts, we'll have fun and frivolity in every direction. We've got some people who have joined us over the years, some old friends returning to the show. And maybe we'll make some new friends along the way, right?
Bill doesn't have any room for new friends, remember? He said that at the top of the show.
I'll remove him from the we. It's not. He doesn't have to.
I'll make a new friend.
I'm not trying to make new friends. If it happens, it happens.
And maybe we won't. He wants it to be organic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to singles mingles or anything like that.
All right, easy.
You know? What?
My friend.
Are you going to singles mingles?
No.
She was trying to get me to throw one.
Yeah.
In my apartment.
I think that's fine. That you have a nice penthouse apartment that I should be able to take advantage of. You take advantage of my sobriety, I'll give you all the free rides. Let you have singles mingles at your apartment of all of the top bachelors and bachelorettes in Cleveland. And
what's he going to do during this party?
He's also a single bachelor in Cleveland.
But he doesn't want to be at his own singles mingle.
Why not?
I can't speak for him, but I believe his silence might speak volumes.
He was waiting for you to give a reason because he doesn't have one.
I think I just gave his reason.
If we have all the top singles, we'll have like Jason Kipnis will be there.
Well,
and
he's gone.
Well, he still will come to the party.
Why would you want to compete in your own home against Jason Kipnis?
Yeah, that sounds
But it's
stupid.
Bill's house. They get
I'll do Bilchler. I'll do that.
The Bilchler.
No, but that's only for you.
Uh-huh.
I don't benefit from that at all.
Sorry.
Listen. All right.
Hey, his house, his rules. What do you want?
That's true, I guess.
You want to invite people down to the caverns of Santora, the caves of Altamira.
The Mare Cave?
Yeah, then you can figure it out. Alan, could Mary call that game with her slippers hanging out? I assume he means sloppers. But could you call it with your slippers hanging out?
I don't
have
have
them
slippers.
dangling off your... Yeah.
But I
don't
do have
sloppers anymore either.
I don't have sloppers or slippers.
Mm-hmm.
I have house socks.
Yeah.
Like big fuzzy house socks.
Yeah.
I'll put those on for sure.
There you go. Slim and chubby. It's Mary now compared to Mary 3 years ago. That's right.
Yeah, 8 months ago.
Yeah.
8 months ago. I was giving you some leeway there. I didn't want to. Yeah.
My last before and after picture was like April or something. It was chubbo.
Yeah, well, whatever. You know,
Yabos.
you don't feel that way until you see yourself slim down and you go, "Oh man!"
When
yeah,
my
look
sister
at that.
sent the picture that I used for that last one, I was like, "What?" Like, and then I got mad and started accusing all my friends, like, "Why didn't anybody tell me I got fat?"
Yeah.
What are
You
supposed
talked about
to
it
say?
all the time in your act. We thought you knew.
I did not. I never said I was fat. I never
We
said.
thought you knew.
I said 5'2", 150 as a joke, and every laugh hurt when people would laugh that hard at that.
They were like little pins and needles
Yeah.
shooting right at your.
So you knew.
And I was even lying about being 150 at that point. Like,
Wow.
And we knew.
I didn't know.
They're like, ha ha ha, she's not 150. Oh, that's adorable.
What was your heaviest?
156.
Oh, well,
That's
close
still
enough,
not
yeah.
real heavy.
For 5'2"?
5'2", that's
It's
big.
still
Dude.
not. Well, okay, I'm just saying. 156, a lot of girls are 5'2", and they're carrying more than 156.
I know. But that was the biggest.
You can't count
ever.
other people's money, but still.
And you got to, from where I was, I mean, cheering in college, I never got over like really 120 was like the biggest. I was like, if I ever hit 130, I'll kill myself.
No, but I feel like everybody.
I'm serious.
Another promise you didn't keep.
I know, right? How dare I?
I feel like it's natural, but also doing yourself a disservice when anybody sets their goal weight at what they were in college.
I don't think that's a disservice. I'm 5 pounds heavier than that right now.
Oh, okay.
But I also haven't worked out or weighed myself in a couple weeks, so.
And also, college wasn't that long ago for you. I guess it depends on how old you are. I mean, it was a long time for me.
Yeah.
So if I were like, I want to be my college size, I'd be like, I mean, granted, I wouldn't have to lose too much, but
I
still,
will say that this is probably.
I'd have to enroll in college.
See, Bill would have to go to college to get to his college weight.
My window of losing that weight was getting smaller and smaller, based on the life I was living and things like that. But I'm glad I did it now because now it's just a maintain type of thing. Doesn't have to be 5 days a week at the gym every time for 2 hours a day. You can be like, hey, let's go a couple times.
Alan, we live in a ground level apartment in Rocky River with one of those TV antennas, and CBS never comes in. So Mary might want to test that out first. Because, you'll be missing all of it. You'll be missing Tailgate 19. You'll be missing the other stuff that they do
Maritine.
there. Yes.
I'll do a tailgate, me and the cat. We'll do a live
Tailgate Maritine.
It's her tail.
Well, yeah.
And a gate. We'll clean up the name a little bit. We'll
so
work on
you're
it.
going very literal with it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's tailgate.
Wow, it's like a rebus riddle.
What happened to Duchess's tail on tailgate?
Alan, I would kill to be 150. There
See,
you go.
I know.
There are
and
people looking to
relative.
murder you and wear your skin, if I'm reading them correctly.
It's all relative. I get that.
Alan, I seen Mary in February, and she was sexy. She's even more sexier now.
See?
I bet that person's on the market.
Text like that. They could come to Bill's singles party.
Alan, I'm 5'2" and 225. I'd sacrifice my limbs to be Mary's size. Well, if you did, you probably would be Mary's size.
Get rid of all those limbs.
If you were just a torso. 5'2", 225. I feel like that's the other end of this.
100 pounds heavier than
That's
I am
the
right
other
now.
end of the spectrum.
Yes.
That's someone who is visibly, quantifiably large. And probably quite uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, even, again, like I said, 156, not huge, not a giant person, but like you said, everything I did was uncomfortable. I couldn't keep my pants buttoned while I would sit down. I should have just bought bigger pants, but that was just a stubborn thing on my part.
Now, would you feel uncomfortable telling people that you were trying to get into bottom shape?
I feel like, no.
All right.
Bottom a lot.
That seems to be the prevailing analogy when it comes to weight loss around here. So,
But see, I'm
going to start telling people that.
I think bottoming is the preference for heterosexual couples. You want to just lay around, right? Not for you.
I mean, there's different meanings.
Lay around. You just want to lay around. You don't want to do any of the work. Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm opposed to the work, but if you had a choice, you wouldn't want to be on the bottom?
Also means something different for us.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying when it comes to heterosexual couples. Yes.
I'm a top guy, so,
See? There you go.
Yeah. I wanted to tell you.
50-50. 60-40.
Well, so I don't mind. I mean, if I'm on bottom, but I really like to be on the bottom. Like, I'm under the bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what? You just peek out every now and then?
I
Just
peek
like
They also
out.
have those massage tables that have like the hole cut out.
Yes.
And then
It's like a whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So-
Yeah, it's a milking table. I've
gotta
got
get
one
it
of
at the
those
right
in my
time.
basement. It's right next to the unused ping pong table. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could go with that.
Daddy, why were you talking about milking tables?
Yeah. Alan, my wife is 4'11", 190. The bitch is taller lying down. You got yourself a keeper, ma'am. Your husband's very happy texting me there.
Jeez.
Alan, I'm a cable guy. I'll hook cable up to Mary's house if she... What?
Bootleg.
Yeah, a guy wants to come and lay some cable
Thank you.
at your
I'll
house.
put some cable in your walls.
Are you all right in there? Is everything okay? You know, the Squire family is going to Las Vegas, Nevada for the holidays.
Can't
I
wait.
came across something that you're going to want to keep your eyes peeled for. I don't know if you've seen the video going around, but somebody has put a lot of pigeons in tiny cowboy hats.
I'm very excited about this.
I love
I
that.
hope they
And
still are
everybody appropriately thought that it was very cute until the animal lovers got involved. And they were like, well, how did this happen? Because they're probably glued on. So if you see a pigeon, and we've got bureau chiefs in Vegas who, if you've seen these, you can tell me and let me know. But sure, the initial thrill of seeing a pigeon with a hat on, tiny cowboy hat, then you'd go, well, wait a second, how are they staying on there? But they don't want to put these birds in danger.
Logistically, how do you even do that? Do you just got like you're ready to go? You got like one at a time, super glue. You got it. That's a limited time frame. You got to throw the feed, get it on the head, and right there.
Well,
Then
I
it's
think
on.
that, you know,
I
when
think
people
you're
use
trapping 'em.
people use pigeons as carrier pigeons, you know, they have to tie the little note to their leg or whatever. People know how to do that while you're holding that pigeon.
But
you
that's
just
a
put
trained
a little
pigeon. That's not a feral Vegas pigeon.
Well, I don't know what these are. They could be. This could be an art installation. This could be the new David Blaine illusion, for all I know.
Cowboy pigeon?
Cowboy pigeons. That's right. So I don't know, but they're telling people to be on the lookout for the cowboy hatted pigeons out there in Las Vegas.
I like it.
And
I
if
mean,
my-
I don't like the animal cruelty part of it, but
You don't like that
The
part
visual.
of it?
the visual is worth a little bit of pigeon suffering. Just a little bit.
I
A little
love-
bit.
There's
And
a
they're
lot of
flying
pigeons.
rats.
There's a lot of pigeons.
Yeah.
I like
And it doesn't look like they're bothered by them in any way. It looks like they're
At
just
first
like,
I thought, oh my God,
they're
that's
digging
cute. And then I was like, wait a minute, how did they get those hats on there? Did they glue them? And then what does that mean for them? Is it something that's going to impede their flight, attract predators? They are basically seen as like the homeless of the bird community.
Attract
Oh
predators.
my God. The homeless of the bird community.
Well, they
Anything.
are. They're
Yeah.
they're flying rats. I mean, they are a scourge if
but
you
she's
live in a
making
city.
it seem like it's like a sad thing. Pigeons can build nests just like any other pigeon.
But they
Or
don't.
any other
They walk
bird.
around. They're eating food off the. I mean, they're crapping on statues.
Yeah, but it's not like a pigeon had a hard run of luck and now it's homeless. She's making it out to be like sad.
Well, we don't know. Well, she just called them the homeless people of the bird community. I assume she doesn't mean that literally. She means people
They're
don't
looked
treat
down
them
on,
well.
yeah.
They're looked down on.
Oh, okay, okay.
And if you can make them more aesthetically pleasing by putting a cowboy hat on them, it seems like a win-win.
Maybe
I
they'll
mean,
get
the
a
way they
job.
walk is kind of a mosey. So as
is?
they're like walking around with the
Yes.
hat on, it looks pretty cowboy-like.
If they really wanted to sell this, they'd put a tiny little belt and 6 guns on them.
Yeah.
You know, a little couple of 6 shooters there.
Yeah.
What are those things called? The ching, ching, ching.
Spurs?
Spurs,
Spurs,
yeah.
yeah.
Put some spurs on their feet.
Well, I think you'd need boots for that,
Yeah.
and that
No.
might prove difficult for them to fly if they've got, you know,
I would
Spurs?
just,
boots.
I would want the right soundtrack for them too. Like
Like the
a nice
Everybody Loves
western.
Mayor?
No, like just like a ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just, but it's got to be a pigeon coo. Mm-hmm.
A pigeon coo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this woman wants to make sure that they're not being taken advantage of and that they're being cared for, I guess.
I don't know. Are they paying for the hats?
Somebody is.
I went and I found the original guy who posted it and I asked him, where did this happen? He gave me the location and we drove all up and down here yesterday for 2 hours just handing out business cards to any location where I saw pigeons hanging out and people. Like, if you see these birds, feed them until I get here. I'm only 3 miles away and then I'll come trap them.
I'll tell you what, that is somebody who's
Trap 'em.
really dedicated to making sure these pigeons are taken care of.
There's one picture of the pigeon. There's like a pigeon on the corner of a rooftop with his cowboy hat on, looking down on the city. And I'm gonna say that pigeon is gonna get so much pigeon
Let me
ass.
see.
Like it
probably
looks
looks
like a
badass.
It looks great.
Yeah.
That pigeon looks amazing.
It's like the Batman of pigeons.
Yeah.
Looking down upon his city.
This is my city. I have to protect it.
He
That's
should have
right.
a cigarette in his
Yeah.
mouth.
Yep. A
I'm
fistful,
sorry.
a
I hope
fistful
if
of
they're not
seeds.
hurt. It's very funny, though. It's
Yeah.
a very, very funny visual.
So yeah, maybe when the Squire family takes their vacation
I'll be very happy if I see one.
to Las Vegas, hopefully this negative Nelly won't have trapped all these pigeons yet to take the hats off of them. I mean, what's a little dollop of crazy glue on a bird's head
That's what I'm saying.
if it can bring joy
They
to
shed
other
their
people's
feathers all
lives?
the time.
I mean, they
Right?
should be providing us something.
It'd be nice if they could tip the hat, though.
Well, when
Just
they
like do, like,
walk,
a little
their
hat.
head kind of like moves like
Yeah.
that.
Bobbles a little bit.
So it can ding 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 ding.
Yep.
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Right.
Hey, Rube Star.
Alan, I hear you're having a 10th anniversary little get-together at Slim and Chubby's.
I am.
Well, I was thinking about inviting myself, and I was wondering if that would be appreciated.
Well, it's open to the public. Everyone's welcome, Rube Star.
Well, then I'm coming and I'm bringing presents.
You're bringing presents. I mean, that's certainly not necessary.
Well, it's just the kind of guy I am.
You can just bring yourself. Are these going to be self-aggrandizing presents?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is going to be like autographed Rube Star coasters or something. All right, well, I will accept them in the spirit in which they're given.
Awesome. I'll see you then, Alan.
All right, thank you. There's Rube Star. Boy, new guests being added every second, Bill.
Can't wait.
To the 10th annual Alan Cox Show anniversary special. The 10th anniversary special, not 10th annual. The 10th anniversary special. Wow. Who'd have thunk I'd be able to land Rube Star at this thing?
That's a big one. That's a big get.
I mean, I've got a
That's
handful
big
of
get.
people lined up. I certainly never thought I'd reel in a big fish like that. He's the human embodiment of a pigeon with a cowboy hat on,
I think
looking
that's
down
Rick.
over the city. Huh?
I think that's Rick.
I hope Rick will be there too.
You trying to say Rick's homeless?
No, I just see him just spouting nonsense in a hat, like in a cowboy hat. Just like,
It's not nonsense. It's just difficult to comprehend.
you're right. I
Rick-
love it. I
Rick
love
has
it. It
his
makes
own-
me smile every time.
Yeah, Rick's got his own thing. He's got his own patois, if you will, you know?
That's who you should call a football game with, is Rick.
Me and Rick doing commentary.
Mary and Rick, yeah. There you go. Or you and Dale from Lowe's.
Dale from Lowe's and Rick
Should be
doing
calling a game.
commentary on the game. Is
That's
what I
right.
want to see. I want those two to have a reality TV show so bad.
Dick and Rick?
Dick and Rick would be the best reality TV show there ever was.
I tried to get him to fight, but legal said no.
Dick v. Rick.
I know. Mike from Parma said the good, the bad, and the aviary. That's pretty good with those pigeons with the cowboy hats on. How do you put pants on the pigeon, someone asks? Across the body or up the legs?
Up the legs.
Is it up the legs?
I think it's up the legs.
All right.
And
not
then
gonna look work.
and they'll be chaps so their tail can come out.
Okay. Alan, why is anyone mad that people are putting hats on government drones? That is a great question.
There you go.
She works.
Birds aren't real. That's right, and that includes these pigeons. Who
Maybe
cares?
that's what it is. They're covering their eyes, which are the recording devices.
Oh, the cameras.
The
Keeping us
cameras.
safe, yeah.
Like
is
those
that
little
what
Terminator
Is that the word
thing.
for a recording device? Camera.
God, Alan, what's that thing with the lens and it
Video
records?
recording
What's the
device.
optical recording device? An ORD? No, a camera. Oh, right,
Yes.
the camera.
The hats are covering the cameras, and it's pissing off the government.
Dipped just so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Camera obscura. All right. Good. Then we've got that all figured out. But when the Squire family takes Vegas, which is what I'm calling that vacation, National Lampoon's Squire family takes Vegas. Be on the lookout for those pigeons with tiny cowboy hats on there. Perhaps you could bring one back. Put it in your carry-on.
Oh, I'd probably have to check it.
Yeah, that's precisely what you would do.
Check a
You'd go,
pigeon?
hey, check this out. It's a pigeon with a tiny cowboy hat
So it'll
on.
be your emotional support animal.
It's okay because it's a robot. Because birds aren't real.
We'll take the lithium battery out first, though.
It's got an optical recording device in its head.
Can you turn your bird on, sir?
Sir, can you put your bird on airplane mode?
I'm going to need you to turn that upside down so I can make sure that it's TSA compliant. Thank you. Hey, Christmas Kwanzaa. Speaking of holiday festivities, Christmas Kwanzaa, which is the way it's pronounced, is going to happen on the 29th at the Agora with Bill and Mary and a lot of other very funny people. So I will have more tickets for you to win for that show in a bit. 35192 if you want to text or get to us at alancoxshow.com.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.